Hey everyone, Scott with Forever Armed. Today I wanted to give an after-action report on some training it took a few months ago at Tactical Respoonse. The name of the course was High Risk Civilian Contractor, CQB, Raids and Rescues. This was a 5-day course, approximately 50 hours in length, and it was taught by an outstanding instructor by the name of Jay Gibson. The objective of this training was to teach you how to work as a team, entering a building, clearing a building, and there was also a client or hostage rescue element in there as well. So this was my third time taking a contractor class at Tactical Respoonse, so I'll go over the layout of how these classes are taught. Typically they're taught from a Monday through a Friday, but they actually start on the Sunday prior at 6 p.m. So this class was no different. So we met at Tactical Respoonse at 6 p.m. on Sunday. We went around the room, did some brief introductions, a little overview of what was going to go on in the course, and then a team leader was selected. I'm not sure how they go about it, but at Tactical Respoonse for the contractor courses, they always select someone to be a team leader. So a team leader was selected. His name was Yoshi. He travels here from Japan a lot and does training. So he was selected as the team leader. Then it's his job to go around and assemble his team. He selected me as the assistant team leader, and then there was also people selected as, in charge of gear, in charge of vehicles, hydration, medical, and logistics for our living quarters. So that was pretty much what was done the first night. After that, we did go to our living quarters. Where we stayed at for the whole week was Birdsong Resort in a double-wide trailer. Very, very nice environment. One thing about the contractor courses also is you are with your team the entire time. You're not out at night, going around gallivanting around town. You're always with your team. If you do need to leave your living quarters for some errand, then someone has to go with you. So you're always with your team for the entire week. Okay, so they say it's 50 hours of training, but it's really 24 hours a day for 5 days in a row for the most part. So Monday morning we went to the sand pits, which is a range, and we did live fire training there all day long. We were told to bring about 1,000 rounds. I think most people shot around 600 to 700 rounds that first day. The training on the first day was a lot of movement training, movement shooting at targets, a lot of simulated hallway movements, room entry, shooting on targets as you're entering rooms. And just a lot, just mostly movement and entering. Lots of 2-man, 4-man, and 8-man team movements into clearing rooms and such as well. So that was pretty much the first day. When we got done there at the sand pits, we then went back to Tactical Respoonse, and James Yeager gave a short briefing on the force-on-force ammunition and bolt carrier that we were going to be using. For the first day of live fire, you could use an AR-15 or an AK variant rifle for the live fire training on Monday. For the rest of the week, it was all force-on-force done in their force-on-force training center. So we used force-on-force rounds throughout the rest of the class. So you needed an AR-15 for that. So you would remove your bolt carrier from your AR-15 and put the force-on-force bolt carrier in, and then we were all issued 100 rounds of force-on-force ammunition. Now you might think 100 rounds isn't very much, and I didn't think it was either, and I thought I'd run out. And if you did run out, you had the option to purchase more, but 100 rounds was included with the class. But let me tell you, after taking the whole week-long course, I did not run out of ammunition. I think I actually shot 80 rounds throughout the next 4 days. So most of the time spent in this training is a lot of it's done on tactics, not necessarily a lot of shooting. So on Tuesday, on day 2 of the training, on Tuesday, we went into the force-on-force training center or shoot house and started working on two-man teams, moving through hallways, clearing rooms, and eventually worked up to 4-man teams and 8-man teams doing such until we were systematically sweeping an entire building. Okay, and throughout this, there would be targets that were hung. They were cardboard targets with a balloon in the center where the heart would be, and if you accurately shot in the heart, then that target would drop to the ground. So I really like those reactionary targets for this. That was pretty much it for day 2. On day 3, we did more of the same. There was also some low light stuff thrown in, and instead of the cardboard targets, now we had role players, force on force role players in there, acting as bad guys in there. So not only were you having to shoot these targets, you also had to make sure you weren't getting shot by them, because they would shoot back. Also, there was more medical tossed into some of the drills. So you might have a man down, get out the litter, carry them away, treat their wounds, etc. On day 4, we started doing building entries and safe house selection and clearing a safe house. So our drills would start at a safe house. We'd move from our safe house location to our target building, and then so single door breaches, multiple breaches. We did covered failed breaches as well, and then also rescuing a client as well. There was the 185-pound Mr. Gallicanocus dummy that was there that we had to rescue for these drills. So combining all these things together, then on the 5th day we did our final X drill, which incorporated everything that we learned throughout the week, and overall it went pretty well. It was my first time being an assistant team leader. It was kind of new to me, so I was kind of learning as I go as far as that role goes. But overall, it went really well. Great class, highly recommended. If you've done some rifle training and you want to move on to something more advanced and you're interested in a close quarter battle environment, I highly recommend this course for that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Once again, this is Scott with Forever Armed. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. And remember, to be ready for the moment, you must train for the moment.